Number 17.
Welcome to Geneseo High School Gymnasium for the varsity volleyball contest, where tonight we have the Maple Leafs taking on the Morris Lady Redskins. The Redskins come into the night with a 7-13 record, where Geneseo comes in with a record of 7-14. In warm-ups, it looked like we were pretty well matched. I am Brett Decker, and your other announcer is Carlin McAvoy. Carlin, you have coached in Geneseo previously for how many years?
I had coached for about 10 years here as the varsity coach in Geneseo.
Excellent. So now I'm just a volleyball fan. My daughter's on the team, so I'm going to rely on you. If anything technical comes up, I'm going to ask you about it. But right now, if you were watching this on our delay, then you obviously didn't see our technical difficulty. But if you're watching it live, we did have an issue with the net, but that's all resolved now. We're going to start the game off again with the best of 3. Haley Clark to score. Geneseo serves. That's how you want to start the game. Geneseo keeps their serve. Clark will continue to serve. Geneseo is up 1-0.
Block by Sydney Himmelman.
That ball was out on the block by Morris. Geneseo's up 2-0. That was an excellent block by Sydney Himmelman, aided by the fact she's taller than any other girl on the court.
That's right.
It's very helpful in volleyball.
Blocking from a hit from the 10-foot line takes a lot of timing, so that was really nice by Sid.
That was a good dig by Kruger, not able to be saved by who was that, Mackey, into the stands. The ball went, so Morris will serve. Score Geneseo 2, Morris 1.
Got a jump server. Good swing by Dana Storm.
Number 1 for Morris, Kaylin Court. I watched her during warm-ups. She has got quite a swing, and she proved it there.
Yeah, she does. She's a tall girl. She's got big levers. Hits very, very hard.
Brings the score to 2-2. Morris, number 7 with the block. I believe Veronica Johnson puts Morris in the lead. 3-2. Morris keeps their serve. Lana Atwell with the tip. Well, Morris was able to recover.
Big time hit again from number 1 on the outside. Got to get a block on her.
Yeah, we've seen that with other teams, especially Galesburg. We were successful blocking their big hitters, and we're going to need to block that big hitter. Morris is up 4-2 and continues to serve.
Kind of a low set there in the middle, a little lower than Sydney would like it.
They called 2 hits on Geneseo. I'm not exactly sure who that was.
I think that was on the setter. Kind of went from hand to hand when she went to go set that 1. That's probably why it was a little lower than expected.
Morris is on a 5-point run here, brings the score to 6-2.
Nice job by Haley Clark there to pick that tip up. Number 1 again with the big bomb from the left front side. Got to get some hands on her, slow up that hit a little bit.
Number one's a 6'1" senior, Kaylin Court. Outside hitter gives the Redskins a 7-2 lead. Here we go again. Oh.
Mixing it up a little bit.
I would have called that a push, but I'm not the referee.
Net call on number 7 on Morris, which gives Geneseo the ball and a point.
Jenna Decker coming in to serve, my favorite Maple Leaf of the evening. Score 3-7. Morris is on top. Oh, we were able to dig number 1. I'm not exactly sure if that was a dig or went off her face, but
yeah.
Regardless, we did dig that out. However, Morris was able to score on that, giving them a lead and the serve 8-3. Morris leads the Maple Leafs.
That number 1 on the outside has a very unique swing. It's something that I think Geneseo is going to have to try to get used to try to read her a little bit better.
Here comes again. Oh, that's an excellent block by Storm. Unfortunately, it didn't land in bounds. Gives Morris the...
Yep, and Coach Comel's telling Dana Storm on the outside to turn her shoulders in, get that hand turned around, turned into the court, so if it does go off her block, it'll go in the court.
Maddie Mackey with the swing, landed just long. Gives Morris another point, taking them to 10-3. Keeping their serve and keeping their lead. Now
nice pass by Kruger.
Decker with a back row hit. Is able to keep that ball alive. Oh, now that was a good block by Himmelman or Storm. Just tipped it on, landed on our side.
Yep. So now that we're kind of realizing they're going to number 1 on a lot of their sets, so we're kind of creeping a little bit. Now we just have to penetrate the net and close off that block.
Number 3 for Morris. Claire Ferguson just served an ace. Gives them the lead 12-3. Here comes looked like that hit the pole, but the ref kept it in, so the ball is still alive. Have a nice volley going.
Nice roll shot by Maddie Mackey on left side, mixed up her hits a little bit, threw him off balance. Couldn't really react to that one.
Entering the game is Stephanie Swanson, subbing in for Sydney Himmelman. Kaylee Kruger has a Geneseo serve. She is our libero. Excellent serve. Well, that's a good back row hit by their number 4. Decker hits it long. We'll have to talk about that later. Gives Morris the serve back and a 13-4 lead for the Morris Redskins. It's autograph night here at Geneseo High School. Lady Leafs will be signing their posters afterwards. That's my favorite kind of Morris serve into the net. If they could do that more often, it'd help us get back in this game. Gives Geneseo the serve and a 5-13 deficit we're trying to overcome. Elaine Brooker goes in to serve.
We need a little momentum here. Number 1 hit it long.
Unfortunately, she can hit from both sides of the net, equally as well.
Yep, she's coming around to the right side now.
It'd be nice when she rotates out.
Yep, well, she's back now to serve, the number 1, so a little bit of a sense of relief that she's in the back row now, but be watching, because if it was me, she'd be getting the ball a lot in the back row also.
I imagine she has a good back row hit.
I'm assuming so.
Clark with the tip. Morris block didn't go in. That gives us the serve and a 7-14 deficit to overcome for the Maple Leafs. Maddie Mackey serving. That was a frustrating dink by the Redskins. We were ready for the block. We were ready for the big hit, and
it was kind of caught a deer in headlights right there.
They were able to read that. Into the game. Into the game comes number 2, Maddie Famali.
Tight ball. 2 hits on Elaine Brooker. Kind of bobbled in her hands a little bit. It wasn't a clean set.
It gives Morris
gives another point to Morris.
16-7 lead. Morris serving.
Got a break there.
That shot was long. Gives Stephanie Swanson the chance to serve. Sydney Himmelman comes into the game. Angela Himmelman is watching from the sideline. Well, we appreciate number 1 hitting that long for the Morris Redskins. Apparently she's playing all around. I'm surprised that the number 1, Caitlin Court, is in the back row, but she's playing all around. Geneseo 9-16. That serve was out. That gives Morris the lead, 17-9.
We're pecking away at it a little bit at a time.
We did give them quite a run there for a while.
No. We got to start attacking the ball.
Morris continues their serve. Morris up 18-9.
Nice up by Kaylee Kruger.
Kaylee Kruger with a save.
Number 1 hit from the
That's how
back
we
row.
Neutralize number 1. Sydney Himmelman with a dink and a fake block. Gives Geneseo the 10-18 shrinking of their lead. We still have to overcome. We're still down 10-18. Clark serving.
Nice block. We're calling it 4 hits, but I'll call that a block.
If I was scoring, I'd give us a block.
I think so.
The ref didn't see it that way. The ref saw number 1 hit into the net. Haley Clark serving. Geneseo 11, Morris 18.
Nice block by Sydney Himmelman right there.
A block seems to give a lot of momentum, and right now the Leafs could use it. Down 12-18. Haley Clark still serving. We got our hands on that one, but it did go out of bounds. Gives Morris.
So Morris's top hitter is now in the front row playing left front. Keep an eye on her. She is the setter's favorite target to go to. So wherever she is on the court, you got to pay attention to her. She's going to get her the ball.
Morris serving 20, Geneseo 12.
That helps.
That's my favorite kind of serve. I appreciate that. And shout out to number 4. Appreciate
kind of takes the air out of your sails when you miss a serve.
Entering the game now, Dana Storm and Jenna Decker. Decker to serve, Geneseo 13, Morris 20. Geneseo did get a block on that one, but it did land out of bounds, giving Morris a point. Morris 21, Geneseo 13.
Down ball by Morris. Nice up by Jenna Decker. A little bit out of position. Maddie Mackey taking a swing on that, just a little bit out of position. Morris gets the side out.
Jenna Decker passing it to the ref. He didn't help us out any. Could have tipped it back in. Geneseo is still down. Morris 23, Geneseo 13. Little communication problem there with the Maple Leafs. Nice recovery. Here comes number one's big hit.
That was a nice block by our right front Dana Storm and Sydney Himmelman. Even though the ball still got over on our side on the swing, they slowed up the hit, which allowed their back row to pass it up.
Game point now being served by the Morris Redskins, 24-13. No pressure here at Leafs, but we cannot give up another point. Appreciate
we'll thank number one for that error.
I appreciate her hitting that out of bounds. Gives Geneseo a 14-24. For some reason, the score, we thought that was out. I think they're going to call it a tip. Okay, our mistake. That was the game point.
A little bit of confusion there at the end. Coach Comel didn't know how they got that point. I don't even know if Morris's coach knew how they got that point.
I would have to say that they must have called a tip.
Yeah, my guess is they thought the block touched it. It went out of bounds, but
it landed 3 feet out of bounds. I don't imagine it was a confusion about where the ball landed.
No.
So Geneseo drops the first match, 25-13. So, Carlin, if you're coaching, you see what they have. How are we going to get back from this?
Well, I think we focus on number one. Honestly, Morris doesn't distribute the ball very evenly. Wherever that number one is, that's where the ball goes, I'd say 90% of the time. So if we could even cheat a little bit towards her on the block, we don't have to block it straight down for a point. We just need really to slow up her hit because she has such a powerful swing. Anything we can do to slow up the hit so it's playable on our side, and we need to start attacking ourselves. I don't know if we had very many hard attacks in that game. We need to start giving back what they're giving us. So
I didn't see number one do a whole lot of dinks.
No, she doesn't merely mix up her swings very much either. They were either out or kills.
I don't know if that's a technical term for that, but you will see.
I'll go with it.
You will occasionally see a front row player, if there are a lot of blockers in front of them, try to hit it just gently over the blockers.
It's good to have a big card catalog of hits. You want a big swing, you want some off-speed shots, some tips. Mix up your game a little bit so that the defense doesn't really know what you're going to give them. But so far, it's pretty obvious.
This TV 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Home, Holland & Sons Equipment, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize our sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV 50 telecast.
Hopefully, we've moved on from the shock of the first game and we've settled in and are a bit more comfortable out there. But like I mentioned before, we need to start swinging. We need to start hitting the ball hard. That works for us right there.
That has to be our favorite way to start a game.
That's right, we're in the lead.
Morris served into the net, giving the Maple Leafs the advantage 1-0. Haley Clark to serve for the Maple Leafs. Entering the game, I believe, was Maddie Mackey, or was it Dana Storm?
If Haley Clark serving right now. There you go.
Oh.
Even though number one hit it into our block and we blocked it out for their point, we had two blockers up. timed right. We just have to turn that outside shoulder in and keep the ball in the court on their side. But like I mentioned, you know, they've seen her one time around.
Sydney Himmel with a strong hit. I believe that'd be scored a kill. Am I correct?
Yes, it is. That you would be correct.
Excellent. Gives Geneseo the lead 2-1.
Shelby Clary's in to serve for Shalana Atwell. Short serve.
Number 1 did show a little different type of
different.
hit. Maddie Mackey with the return hit. And thankfully that went out of bounds. I believe that may have been a make-up call from the last one.
I think so.
But we're a long ways away. He's much closer. Oh boy, we have a conference.
Yes, we do. I think
So
they're discussing whether or not that ball was in or out. And with volleyball, the only person that can talk to the referee is the captain. So number 1 is over there discussing with the up ref, I believe, the last call, and she is the only one who can talk to the ref.
what would they be talking about? She's obviously going to say it was in.
If it was in or out. That's what I'm assuming. I didn't really see anything else.
Shelby Clary with the serve. Geneseo leading 3-1. Maddie Mackey hits it long, gives Morris the serve. Geneseo is up 3-2. Number 6 for the Morris Redskins, Ashley Hood, serving. Dana Storm with a good strong hit. Shelby Clary was able to get a hand on it, but we didn't get it up to where we could play it. Ties the game 3-3.
Yep.
Morris continues to serve.
Using the block. That's a great way when you have bigger, stronger girls on the other side. You don't have to put it down on the 10-foot line. You can use their hands and use their block for your point.
Kaylee Kruger to serve for the Maple Leafs, leading 4-3. Good serve by Kruger. We were able to dig that out. It did hit the ceiling hard. For those at home, you can play the ball off the ceiling as long as it lands on your side, but it did come down awfully hard.
Well, number 1 just served. They're big hitters in the back row. This is where we really got to press for points.
That landed just out from the back row hit by Kaylee Kruger, giving the Morris Redskins the lead 5-4. That will be scored an ace. Gives Morris the lead, 6-4.
There you go.
Dana Storm with a strong hit. Gives Geneseo the point as the Morris player went under the net.
That's exactly what we have to do. Dana Storm's had some really nice swings, bringing the ball hard back onto their side, and they have to do something.
Elaine Brooker in to serve for the Leafs. Geneseo 5, Morris 6. That was a good block.
That's a nice block. Slowed that hit up really nice. Have your back row play it.
Mackey sends it long. We were hoping there was a tip on that, but Mackey sends it long and past the baseline. Morris serving 7, Geneseo 5.
Nice roll shot by Danny Clary. Got the setter, rolled that to the setter, so the setter's out on Morris. Have to have a regular player try to set that ball up for a hitter, and they hit it out long for our point. So
Gives Geneseo
get a little off balance.
back in the game. We have 6. Morris is sitting at 7. That's going to be 4 hits. That's one too many, giving tying the game. Maddie Mackey continues to serve.
That's all you got to do right there. Slow up that swing. Make it a playable ball for your back row.
Number 2 for Morris, Kayleen Soper with the kill, giving the Morris Redskins a 8-7 lead. Geneseo has stayed in this game. We're keeping it close. Last game we let get away right in the beginning.
I think we're feeling a little bit more comfortable. Swinging a little bit more.
Stephanie Swanson with a good swing, lands just outside. Gives Morris another point, taking them to 9. Geneseo has 7.
Free ball by Danny Clary.
Well, that worked out well.
And a nice spot. Back right. That always causes confusion between the setter and her back row players. Putting it in that right back position.
That gives Geneseo the serve. Stephanie Swanson serving, Geneseo 8, Morris Redskins 9.
Nice serve by Stephanie.
Well, number 4 taking the initiative there. Janelle Brame with the kill, giving Morris the edge 10-8. Dana Storm with a strong hit and another strong hit. Unfortunately, they were able to return both. That was a good dig by the...
There you go.
Shalana Atwell sends it long. I thought that was a really good play by her.
Danny Clary with a roll shot. Nice off-speed shot.
That was excellent placement by Danny Clary, giving Geneseo the serve and the point. 9 for Geneseo, 10 for the Redskins.
That was a nice rally by Geneseo. Mixed up their shots a little bit, ended it with a nice off-speed roll shot, middle of the court.
Haley Clark with the serve. Number 1 sends it through the back wall, but that was long. That ties the game, 10-10. Haley Clark continues her serve. Well, we don't like it when we put it into the net. We'd much rather Morris serve into the net, but...
Nope, that just kind of...
Net serves do happen. You don't want to just dink it over. You want to give it a little something. That gives Morris the edge, 11. Geneseo at 10. Maddie Famali able to get a dig out of that, but we weren't able to keep that ball in play.
Number 1's in the front row, and when she is for Morris, they don't really distribute the ball very evenly. It's usually going to her.
Well, the one thing we're not going to want to do is set her.
No, we don't want to give her any assists on her hits, that's for sure. A bit of an overpass there, and Caitlin Court put it right back down in our court.
Yeah, I have watched a fair amount of volleyball, and this is one of the most athletic hitters we've seen so far this year.
Yeah, she does a nice job. She does a really nice job.
Geneseo comes back with her own kill, giving us a point and the serve. Geneseo 11, Morris 13.
I think that's exactly what we have to do. As long as we can control the ball on our side with our passing, we should be able to set up our hitters real nice. And the more we can swing and swing hard, the better. Kind of catches them off balance. Otherwise, we're just giving them free balls, which is like giving candy to a baby.
That was a nice hit by Maddie Mackey.
Maddie had another nice off-speed shot.
Giving Geneseo 12, Morris at 13. Well, if you saw that at home,
Probably felt that at home.
We've seen a lot of that.
Yep.
That gives Morris the lead, 14, Geneseo 12, Morris serving.
Yep, she's going to get her kills. There's no doubt about that. It's what we can do when she goes to the back row. We need to start doing the same thing.
Morris with the block, giving them 15, Geneseo 12. We need to turn this around.
Yep.
We need a side out. We've been in this game. It's been a very close game, but we don't want to let it get away from us here.
Jump server. Shelby Clary passes it up in the middle of the court. Kaylee Kruger's nice free ball over. Out.
We needed that.
Yep.
We needed that to go long to keep us in the game.
Kaylin Court, #1 for Morris. Their big-time hitter just hits the ball out.
Gets us back within 2. Kaylee Kruger to serve. Geneseo serving 13, Morris 15.
Now, if I was coaching, I'd be telling our girls to watch for anything off speed, anything soft. They've been hitting the ball, hitting the ball, hitting the ball. So
Haley Clark with the dig, but we weren't able to keep that alive.
nope.
Morris serving 16, Geneseo 13.
So now the court's in the back row. This is where we really have to try to get our points.
That was, what do you call that, the roll shot?
That was a tip, but it was pushed back enough on the 10-foot line where it
Gives Morris the lead, 17.
handcuffed our defense a little bit.
Geneseo still at 13.
Maddie Mackey taking care of that overpass, putting it back down for a point. That was some nice defense by Haley Clark with some overhead digs.
Gets Geneseo back in the game. Geneseo serving 14, Morris 17. So far, I've seen their Morris standout #1. She is set, she is hit, and she's gotten some digs.
Yep.
I wish she would go out of the game. Can we sub for her?
Right. Well, that's kind of what you look for as a coach, is to keep your players in. You really, if they can stay in all the way around, you keep them in all the way around, because as with everything, you know, the more you do it, the more you're in the game, the more you're game ready. So.
A little miscommunication there by Geneseo.
Yep.
Elaine Brooker had an excellent one-handed dig that did land in the field of play. Thank
We'll
you
take that.
to the Redskins for giving us that point. That gives Geneseo the serve. Geneseo serving 15, Morris Redskins 18.
Yep.
Shalana Atwell checks into the game.
This is where you try to serve it to #1 so that she gets out of the play. That's the good part. We're calling that 4 hits. Maddie Mackey made a nice recovery play there, but it was a 4-hit ball. So when you have a top player like that on Morris, one of the things that we would try to do when I was coaching is try to make them work as hard as possible. So you serve to them, you hit to them, you try to make them move around and get out of position so that they're not just sitting back getting ready to hit. They have to move around.
Not the prettiest play by Geneseo,
Nope.
but we did end up
Tight
keeping that
ball.
ball alive.
Yep. Double hit on the setter for Morris, which gives us the side out and the point.
Keeps Geneseo in the game. Geneseo serving 16, Morris 19. Stephanie Swanson serving. I believe Shalana Atwell's hit went just long, giving Morris the point. Morris 20 serving, Geneseo 16.
Nice pass by Kaylee Kruger. Good swing by Danny Clary. Setter took the first ball.
We did get the block on that. That just did land out of bounds, giving Morris the point.
Just got to turn those shoulders in the court. Try to keep that ball from, you work so hard to get over there and get up and block and get your hands on it. You want to keep that ball in the court.
Morris serving 21, Geneseo 16.
Another kill by number 1, Kaylin Court of Morris. She's definitely their stud.
We were able to get a hand on that, but Maddie Mackey got a hand on it, but it weren't able to save that. Morris serving 22, Geneseo 16. A little miscommunication there by the Leafs. Hits the ball out of bounds. Gives Morris 23 serving and Geneseo 16. We need to stop this run right now.
Yes, we do.
Himmelman doing her best to end it. However,
there you go. Nice block by Sydney.
Lane Brooker there for the putback. Shalana Atwell with a good hit.
Be a free ball by Katie Kruger right into the net. That's a tough one being that deep.
Yeah, that was almost at the end line.
Yep.
This is game point. Morris serving 24, Geneseo 16. And that was game, set, and match. Morris wins 25-16. Taking 2 games, ending Geneseo's run. But it is autograph night, so we don't get to go home yet. Girls are going to sign autographs. On Sid's
we have some Geneseo Middle School volleyball players here tonight. They came to support the fundraiser for SIDS and to see girls that they look up to that hopefully they can play high school volleyball one day.
Well, we'd like to thank you for watching tonight, and we enjoyed bringing you the game, and with any luck, we'll do a few more volleyball games. Thank you, Carlin.
Thanks, Brett.